SBR Forum's Punters is brought to you by Bookmaker.
We are previewing Week 10 in college football here at SBR Forum Videos. I'm Peter Loshak, and we are talking right now with a new returning guest, Steubenville's own T.C. Williams from GameDayInsiders.com. Steubenville's own, how would you like to be referred to, T.C. or Steubenville's own?
TC's fine, Peter.
Okay.
My friend.
All right. How about if I refer to you as Steubenville's own TC?
That sounds like a plan.
Okay. All right. Thanks for coming back here, man. You were very popular your first video with us got a positive response. Not surprised about that. Some people said, they said this guy has watched too many mob movies. And I mean, how many is too many? But I mean,
it's too many mob movies,
yeah.
Peter.
Suffice to say, you've watched a lot of mob movies, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
From Steubenville, Ohio, that's what we're raised on.
I mean, I don't blame you. I mean, I would love to be a mobster myself. I mean, I don't have what it takes, but I mean, if I did, God, I would kill for that. That would be awesome.
I'll settle with the handicap.
All right, yeah. But the point is, you can. Despite your charisma, your natural personal charisma, you can still pick winners, right?
I can.
Okay.
I'm at 76%.
All right,
the
good.
last 3 weeks, and it's kind of why we were going to try to go against the grain of fading a public, which is my normal play.
Yeah.
In that week last week, because you just can't keep up that kind of pace at 76%.
I hear you.
In a fade. But didn't work for us. You got to take it like a man if you be in this business and keep moving.
One game, but just like, I have, charisma coming out the wazoo myself, but if there's one thing I have learned is that if you can't pick winners, that doesn't mean dick.
That's right.
And to give another good example, the handicapper with the least personal charisma that we do, Dave Golikoff, is actually wildly popular now because he gives great NFL picks, and I don't blame anyone. So, all right, let's see if we can pick a winner. The game that you suggested that you want to talk about. I didn't assign this game to you. You want to talk about it. Alabama at LSU. So I assume you think that you see an edge here on these lines. LSU is a 9.5-point home underdog. Now Alabama, though, they're 5-3 against the spread, but two of those losses, whenever they're like a 40-point, favorite against some Sun Belt team, they always don't cover those spreads. But whenever they're like a 20-point favorite against some other SEC team or a team that's pretty good, and you're like, wow, how are they that big of a favorite against that team? They seem to always cover. So I would be very, very nervous to go against Alabama here. On the other hand, last year, these guys did play their regular season game. It was 9-6, super, super close. It is at home, LSU in the nighttime, always a tough place to go in and play. I guess I got to lean LSU plus the points here. This line has been bouncing onto the 10 and off of the 10, back and forth all week long. Steubenville's own T.C. Williams. What do you like in this game?
I'm with you, Peter. I'm going to get back to what I do best. We're going to fade the public and short the Crimson Tide, okay? Public betting was about 80% on the favorite, so I actually bought in at a 10-point premium with the home dog, as you mentioned, with playing at Baton Rouge at night. It's generally where I like to be. Well, I don't think you can really gain any insight into the statistics from this particular game. I think when you consider strength of schedule, I think Bama's numbers are skewed. I think the way I capped this game is I looked at it this way. If this game took place in week 1, would Alabama be at a 10-point premium on the road to LSU?
No.
If the answer is no, then what have they done to justify that number?
They have covered repeatedly as a 20-point favorite against other good teams.
Michigan, Western Kentucky, Arkansas, Florida Atlantic, Ole Miss, Missouri, Tennessee, Mississippi State. I'm going to play the percentages and sell Bama high and take the home dog. Again, I bought in at plus 10, so you're going to have to see what the number does. But I'm on the home dog here. I'm going to get back to my contrarian play.
No, I mean, first, let me say I agree with you, but I just don't know if I can pull the trigger because Alabama, like I said, if they're minus 45 against Florida Atlantic, yes, bet against them. But when they're like minus 21 against Mississippi State, when they're like, minus 9.5 against LSU, it makes me so nervous to bet against them. You know what I'm talking about, Steubenville zone, right? I mean, you've seen Alabama cover these kinds of spreads repeatedly over the past few years.
I am, but historically, this game is very close.
Yes.
And again, we're in Baton Rouge at night.
Yes.
I think too many people were drinking the Kool-Aid against the Crimson Tide. I think they're a very good ball club. Don't get me wrong. And they're ranked number 1 in my power rankings. But again, a 10-point premium. I'm going to play the percentages, go against the public, and take the points.
You are one cool customer, Steubenville zone, T.C. Williams. I'm agreeing with you, man. LSU plus 9.5. Make sure you get 10. Thanks. Great preview, man.